Okay, well, welcome everyone. Here we are at the January 11th first regular council meeting. I apologize for going back to the hybrid Zoom business, but back in November when we went to hybrid, that was a result of the COVID spread rate dipping below 1%. Now we're way above that. Hopefully, we'll get some better news in February, and hopefully get back to hybrid soon enough. With that, I'll move it over to Margot.
I, Margot GK, the town clerk of the town of Morristown, do hereby state that it is 7:32 p.m. on Tuesday, January 11th, 2022, and that this regular meeting is being held remotely via webinar. Both adequate and electronic notice of this meeting were provided according to law by written notice to the Morristown Daily Record, the official newspaper of the town of Morristown, and to the Newark Star Ledger, both more than 48 hours ago. Notice was also posted in Town Hall and on the town website and filed with the office of the town clerk of the town of Morristown. I do further state that I shall enter into the minutes of this meeting a statement that such notice was furnished as particularly described by me in this public announcement. I'll take a roll call. Councilwoman Cotton.
Present.
Councilwoman Foster.
Here.
Councilman Iannacone.
Here.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Here.
Councilman Silva.
Present.
Councilman Umbriak.
Here.
And Council President Armington.
Here.
Mr. President, you will have a quorum.
Thank you. All right, we will move into a moment of silence. Followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just a couple of announcements. Excuse me. Before we get started, please be aware that public comment during the public hearing portions of this meeting will be moderated through the Zoom app. At the appropriate time, members of the public wishing to speak should indicate so by raising his or her hand in the app. You will find the raise your hand icon at the bottom left side of your screen. You may also raise your hand by pressing *9 on your telephone. When it is your turn, the moderator will send a signal through the app and ask that you unmute yourself so that you may be heard. To unmute yourself on the phone, press *6. Before we move into the consent agenda, just a couple of announcements. The mayor's proclamation was pulled from the agenda along with consent agenda item number 3 that was pulled for additional review. So with that, I will ask for a motion to adopt consent agenda items 1, 2, 4, and 5.
I'll make a motion to adopt consent agendas number 1, 2, 4, and 5.
I'll second.
Okay, Councilwoman Cotton.
What about 6?
I'm going to do 6 separately because that's we had a new councilman present.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I probably should have announced that. Councilwoman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak.
Abstain.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Motion carries. I would now ask for a motion to adopt consent agenda item number 6, approval of minutes, January 1st, 2020, Town Council reorganization meeting.
I'll make a motion to adopt consent agenda number 6.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak.
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Motion carries. We have a number of grant applications on the agenda for public hearing this evening. Again, please raise your hand in the Zoom app to indicate that you would like to speak. If you have joined the meeting via telephone, kindly press *9. Kindly state your name and address and limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. Be advised that any derogatory comments targeting members of council and/or administration may be ruled out of order. No comments were received via email. Okay, at this time, I'll open up a public hearing for Visions and Pathways fiscal year 2022 ESG grant application for their street outreach program.
Councilman, I don't see any hands raised for public comment.
We will close the public comment.
Okay, any comments or questions from council? Okay, we'll move on to opening the public hearing for Visions and Pathways fiscal year 2022 CDBG grant application for their Prosperity Independent Living Skills Program.
Councilman, I don't see any hands raised for public comment.
We'll close the public comment period for item 2.
Comments or questions from council? Okay. Next, I'll open the floor for a public hearing for Homeless Solutions, Inc., County of Morris, fiscal year 2022 ESG grant application for emergency shelter family program.
Councilman, I don't see any hands raised for public comment.
Close the public comment period.
Any comments or questions from council? Okay, and I'll open up the public hearing for Homeless Solutions, Inc., County of Morris, fiscal year 2022 CDBG grant application for child care scholarships.
Councilman, I don't see any hands raised for public comment.
Close that public comment period.
Any comments or questions from council? Okay, at this time, I will open the floor for a public hearing on any other matter.
Councilman, I do not see any hands raised for public comment.
All right, we will close the public comment period.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, so there are no council responses, public hearing comments. The agenda includes mayoral appointments for information purposes only. So everyone should have that. Mayor's proclamations and presentations. That was polled. Report of mayor and town officials. You're muted.
Council President, you want me to go ahead and start my
Yes, sir.
comments? Okay.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to everybody. Friday, January 7th, there was a great turnout for free test kit distribution by Atlantic Health in partnering with the Housing Authority for 31, 39, 29 Early Street. I want to thank Jillian and the Housing Authority and Atlantic Health. They were all given test kits to all public housing facilities. So I want to thank publicly Atlantic Health and obviously coordinating with Jillian and the Housing Authority. It went very smoothly. Several hundred kits were just distributed. I know that we've gotten some calls. I do believe that the Housing Authority has set out to purchase hundreds of test kits for their residents, so that should be coming soon too. So we're happy to hear that. Upcoming events, mark your calendar for the 17th of January. It's virtual MLK Day service and commemoration. The access virtual meeting link is mlkobservancecommittee.com. mlkobservancecommittee.com. Special mentions. I want to talk briefly, quickly about COVID information. You can go to the townofmorristown.org /COVID-19, and you can link to all the different information as far as COVID. Very important that every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 12:30, you can get vaccinations in a booster at 70 Maple, which is St. Margaret's Church, not St. Margaret's, St. Peter's Church. And the same day, Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, and I know people that have utilized this, they do testing from 1:30 to 3:30. Many people I know have gone there. Sometimes there's no line, you can just walk up. Sometimes there is a line. They would prefer if you could go to www.zoofallhelp.org and set up your appointment or call 973-328-3344. But remember, they do take walk-ups. So that's a excellent service in Zooth Fall connecting with St. Peter's. And that's been going on for a while. I've been posting that for a number of days and weeks. So that's been very successful. You can get a free home test. I did receive mine with covid19.nj.gov or learn, LEARN, .vaulthealth.com/NJ/. That's where I got mine from. So I went on that website and was successful getting a saliva kit sent to the house. I still have it. I need to use it. And I will keep it in case I need to use it. Morris County has also reopened the testing facility at the County College of Morris by appointment only, no walk-ins. 7 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. So it's open for a lot of hours, 7 days a week, which is excellent. You can visit morriscountynj.gov/COVID test. Again, that's morriscountynj.gov/COVID test to make an appointment. Now, all this stuff you can just email out to your constituents, all on the website. So you can link to it. It's all up there on the website. And so it's easy access. Just one more comment, Council President, and that is we're going to get chillier weather tonight. As I said in my postings over the last few weeks, if you are using a portable heater, contact the fire department, have them check out that portable heater. We saw some very tragic events happen over the last few days with portable heaters, doors not closing, et cetera, et cetera. So they can be very dangerous, and it's going to be really cold temperatures. So if you're having heating issues or you're using a portable, please have the fire department check it out, and you can get that number also off the website. Jillian, do you know off the top of your head? And I'll get it before the end of the meeting, or Jillian will get it before the end of the meeting. But you can get it on the website and contact the fire department because it's a dangerous situation when you have a faulty portable heater. And do not ever use gas or kerosene in your home with a space heater. Another very dangerous thing to do. So be prepared. The blue shelter is the mission for anybody you see. If you see somebody homeless, you drive home, you can let them know that the mission is our shelter. And tomorrow, or is it tomorrow or was it today? I think it's tomorrow too. The senior center.
Today and tomorrow.
Yeah, is a warming station all day from 8:30 to 4:30. So anybody needs to get out of their house, their boiler broke, and their plumbers in the house, their heating technician is working in the house, and there's no heat. They can come and get warm in our senior center until their job is completed at their home. Other than that, I have nothing, Council President. Other than that, welcome everybody back and looking for a great new year. Thank you.
Mayor. All right, moving on to council liaison reports. Sorry,
I'll start. I'm liaison to parking right now, and I attended their reorg meeting the other day. They don't have a lot going on right now, but they are implementing a new website, and that should be up and running shortly. I'll be meeting with the executive director on Friday to get more information about how we are going to proceed. That's it.
Thanks, Cindy.
Morris Housing Authority, I just want to report for the last meeting last year. The meeting was done the night before the officially closing on RAD, which was a closing on the 3 senior buildings, 31 and 39 Early Street and 29 Ann Street. That was a great success, and that ended the work of MHA last year in a high note. They are working hard to prepare for renovations. It's a lot of work to do in planning, relocation, and management transition. Spring Street Community Development Corporation conducted in the month of December a bingo at 29 Street. It was the first in many years. It was very successful, and they will be back this January 2022. Many residents participated, and it was successful. Mayor's office, in association with Sulfal, conducted the booster. 90 residents of the senior buildings received a shot of the booster in December. And also that's good news. So everything was good news there, because for the seniors to receive the booster shot, and now what was announced, the testing kits, I think is a great thing. Meal donations, there are 3 restaurants that are leading on preparing meals, 125 meals to distribute to the most vulnerable senior residents. And those restaurants are Chef Freddy's, Committed Pig, and 1776. And the last one, Housing Opportunity Unlimited, is the firm that is going to handle the relocation of the senior residents during the RAD renovation construction. And they're working so they can attend all the needs that the residents might need during this process. That's all.
David, I was wondering if you can, for one of the next meetings, to find out from the Housing Authority, as a part of the RAD, I know that any significant renovation of public housing with HUD funds requires the abatement of lead-based paint. And I was wondering if you can just get an update on if there is lead-based paint in the Housing Authority properties, and if they are going to abate them as part of the RAD project. That would be very helpful.
Okay.
You can follow up with me afterwards if so I can provide some clarification if you like.
I will.
Thank you very much.
I'll present next. I am the new liaison to the Shade Tree Commission. The systematic pruning will begin this week. The Shade Tree Commission will be coordinating with DPW to begin removing fencing from trees in our parks. The first park to be addressed will be George Granby. The Shade Tree Commission's chair, Kristen Ace, will begin the process of submitting the New Jersey State Annual Report, the attainment of growth award points, and securing the town's City USA status for 2021. We'll finish our Jersey Cottage Playground tree information booklet per the grant. Also, Shade Tree Commission will coordinate with the DPW to purchase and place the bench, which will complete the grant. And that's it.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick update from the Environmental Commission.
Okay.
So the Environmental Commission will be working with the town on an awareness campaign on the upcoming statewide plastic bag ban, which starts on May 4th. So just for background information, under this ban, New Jersey retail stores, grocery stores, and food service businesses may not provide or sell single-use plastic carryout bags and polystyrene foam food service products. Single-use paper carryout bags can be provided or sold, except by grocery stores equal to or larger than 2,500 square feet, which may only provide or sell reusable carryout bags. So the MEC will work with the town and Morristown Partnership in addressing the problem of plastic pollution with solutions to protect the environment for our future generations.
Great, thank you.
When's the styrofoam ban go in effect for carryout food?
I believe May 4th.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you all for that. Moving on to regular business.
Okay, there is one ordinance on the agenda for introduction this evening, ordinance number O-1-2022. A bond ordinance reappropriating $150,000 in proceeds of obligations not needed for their original purpose in order to provide for preliminary expenses in connection with the potential acquisition of the town post office property in and by the town of Morristown in the county of Morris, New Jersey.
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance number 01-2022.
I'll second.
Are there any comments or questions from council?
Just one. The 150,000 came from the.
This was a previous bond ordinance that was originally appropriated for the purpose of acquiring 95 MLK, which was some years back now. For various reasons, the town chose not to move forward with that acquisition, but we still have the authorization outstanding. So rather than expend operating dollars for this purpose, we'd like to reappropriate existing capital dollars.
Great, thank you.
Okay, on the introduction of ordinance O-1-2022, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannicone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes,
Okay, ordinance O-1-2022 has been introduced properly by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on January 25th. There are no ordinances for adoption. There are 25 resolutions on the agenda for adoption. Would a member of council like to pull any for separate consideration?
I'd like to pull 31, please.
Are there any others? Okay, I would then ask for a motion to adopt resolution numbers 11-2022 through 30-2022 and 32-2022 through 35-2022.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Just a question. For the council and public's benefit, there are a number of contracts with legal counsel above and beyond our town attorney. And it's my understanding, and Jill, if you could provide a clear explanation, the administration essentially likes the ability to be able to call on specific expertise throughout the year. And they, through this process of passing resolutions to bring separate firms under contract, it gives them that ability without having to go through that process. The resolution or the contract essentially provides an hourly basis, cost basis, so that work can be done. For example, if someone needed some legal expertise in cannabis, we would have someone on staff to be able to do that. Is that sort of fair?
That pretty much covers it. An example would be our labor council, which has a unique expertise in labor. Tax attorneys, another example. So we do an RFP process every year to solicit proposals for various types of legal expertise to have them on hand for various purposes, and those are reflected in the agenda tonight.
And then also, where there's conflicts of interest, we have additional attorneys that can step in for our normal attorneys. So
Exactly.
Probably more important is you budget a legal budget, and you don't exceed the legal budget
Correct.
for the total dollars.
Correct.
Any comments and questions from council?
Just for clarity, those law firms only are called when necessary,
Correct.
when situations regarding to their expertise come up.
Exactly. Correct.
And just for the record, this is done every year or every cycle. This is not the first time. Since I've been mayor, we've been doing this.
Right. So I wanted to let specifically Nathan know that that's the process we've gone through, and
I understand.
it always comes up. We always get questions, and at least outside of council, and so I like to clarify. We're essentially just building up our resources for when we need them.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. No further questions or comments. Call the question, Marco.
Okay, on the adoption of resolution numbers 11-2022 through 30-2022 and 32-2022 through 35-2022, Councilwoman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Iannicone.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak.
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution number R-31-2022, resolution authorizing the exemption, cancellation, and refund of 2021 taxes. May I have a
I'll make
motion?
a motion.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution R31, 2022.
I'll second.
Okay. Councilwoman Mayor?
I don't have a question. I just want to express my thanks. This is a Marine that got injured in the line of duty, and I just want to say thank you for your service to our country. And I'm sorry for your injuries. That was all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. On the adoption of resolution R-31, 2022, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayor,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Council President, may I interrupt?
Sure.
Fire department number is 973-292-6610. That's 292-6610 for any issues with heaters.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, that concludes the regular business. There's no old unfinished business. New business, we have the nomination and council vote on appointments to boards and commissions. We have one spot on the Rent Leveling Board, one spot on the Morristown Parking Authority, and 2 spots on the Zoning Board of Adjustment. For the benefit of Councilman Umbriak, it has been the unstated policy of this council that we want to encourage our volunteers who serve on our boards, if their term is up and they would like to be reappointed and they are in good standing, we have typically renewed their positions, though there is no formal policy that requires that. So, as I understand, the 4 appointments, the incumbents have been notified, and each one has expressed a desire to be reappointed. So, the first one is Rent Leveling Board, regular Class C member for a 4-year term ending 12/31/2025.
I'll nominate Leanna Giordano.
I'll second.
Are there any other nominations? We'll close the nominations. On the appointment of Ms. Giordano to the Rent Leveling Board, regular Class C member, 4-year term ending 12/31/2025, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayor,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Ms. Giordano's appointment is hereby confirmed. I'll go ahead, if you wish, Council President, to open up the floor for nominations for a 5-year term ending 12/31/26 to the Morristown Parking Authority.
I'll nominate Marge Brady.
I'll second.
Are there any other nominations? Nominations are closed. On the appointment of Ms. Brady as a Parking Authority Commissioner for a 5-year term ending 12/31/26, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayor,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Ms. Brady's appointment is confirmed. I'll open the floor for a nomination for an appointment to the Zoning Board of Adjustment for an alternate member, 2-year term ending 12/31/23.
I'll nominate Rachel Blacker.
I'll second.
Any other nominations? I will close the nominations. On the appointment of Ms. Blacker as an alternate member to the Zoning Board of Adjustment for a 2-year term ending 12/31/23, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayor,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes.
Ms. Blacker's appointment is confirmed. I'll open up.
Mayor, just a question on the Board of Adjustment. Is there one alternate or is there 2 alternates on the Board of Adjustment? Anyone know that?
There are 2.
Two.
There are
one's
two
not
alternates.
expired.
Is there an alternate one and then an alternate two? And so if
Yes,
one person is missing,
yes.
then an alternate
Council
two.
President, yes. Two goes up to one goes up to regular board member.
And I
Right
believe
right
that.
now, Mr.
Paul
Murphy,
actually-
Mr. Murphy is alternate one. Just so you know. Sorry.
So in nominating Rachel Black to, is that alternate one or is that alternate two?
Two.
No, she was appointed to an unfinished term as
Okay.
alternate two. There's an existing alternate one whose term will be up next year. So she's just being reappointed to that
Okay, I got it.
So she's the
I'm not
alternate.
answering your question.
I
She's
think
the
that
alternate.
answers it. So if we were to continue with this unstated policy of reappointing people to the Board of Adjustment, who the incumbents, when I want to make sure that people move up, given their level of seniority.
Yes. That is our policy. If a regular Board of Adjustment member resigns or decides not to be reappointed, if alternate one is interested, alternate one would then be promoted to a regular member. Alternate two would then move into the alternate one position.
Okay,
Okay.
I got it. All right, thanks.
Okay, so with that, I will open up the floor for nomination for the Zoning Board of Adjustment regular meeting for a 4-year term ending 12/31/25.
For the regular member, I will nominate Beth Wall.
Second.
I'll second.
Is there any other nominations? I will close the nominations at this time on the appointment of Beth Wall as the Zoning Board of Adjustment regular member, 4-year term ending 12/31/25. Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayor,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Council President Armington.
Yes. All
The
right,
motion carries. Ms. Wall's appointment is confirmed.
that concludes the regular and unfinished and new business. Open it up to any council member or the mayor or anyone, administration, if they have anything else to add. If not, I'd like to formally welcome Nathan Umbriak to our council.
Thank you.
Forward to working with you, and call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is dismissed.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Thank
Everybody.
you. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Have a
all.
good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Wow, that was
See you
quick.
Thursday.